Free. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Kai Chen Chisholm on your home for sports talk, OnSideRadio.com.
All right, good morning. We are here at beautiful Drive Pink Stadium.
Yeah, we are.
And now, oh my God, whoever sits in this chair. Is it Donald that sits in this chair after me?
I'm
I
not
think he's
sure.
the only
Donald,
one.
he switches between the two chairs on that side, so yeah.
Donald, if you're listening and this is you, man, you turn this up real loud. Because I come in here every morning and it is loud. Loud. Anyways, welcome to Kai's Corner.
I think Alex uses the headphones over here. I think that's O.
But O wasn't here yesterday.
But then nobody sat there yesterday, so it would have been from...
Besides me. Because I switched.
Yeah, then it must be Don. Donald must have switched to... Oh, you know what? They had fight night last night.
Oh, that's
so
right.
So he probably did slide over there. Yep.
Okay. That's all right. Well, anyways, we're here. It's a good day. There was seemingly, absolutely nothing to talk about today. And
you never said, I'm that man.
I am that man. You're right. It's because we were in the middle of a conversation just like yesterday. And I was like, oh, wait, I have to put my headphones on. I do have a show that I have to do right now. Oh, man. Oh, it's very, very interesting. But I am that man, Kai Chen Chisholm. Joining me, as always, is the host of the Square Circle Digest. You can catch him here tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I am.
Sean Stanley.
How you doing, sir?
Well, I have to watch all hockey games now.
You do. You can never not watch a hockey game anymore.
So,
I expect you to watch all 82 next year as well. I want an undefeated season in hockey.
I was watching. We were up 2-0. I was very happy. I was like, oh, man, this is going great. I love this. Then we let up 5 straight goals.
Yeah, you yelled at me.
And I was not too happy about it. And my coworkers, bless their heart, because they just started watching with me randomly. And one of them, she's like, to my knowledge, she's not really into sports, and she started watching it, and she was very entertained. So that was cool. Got one of my coworkers into it. So she was watching it and she was getting into it. Then my other coworker, who is not interested in anything besides the fact that he likes Atlanta United for reasons I will never ever understand, besides the fact that one of the players, Josef Martinez, is Venezuelan. He was also getting into it, and he was like, "Holy crap! Like, this is fun. I enjoy this." And I was like, "You know what? This is great. This is a great time. We were having a great time." We left off while we were all watching it together when it was 5-4. Then right when I parked at home, I put it back on my phone. And they scored to make it 5-5, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fantastic." Then, of course, I was very upset, and I was explained by some other people, not directly, but I saw on Twitter and stuff, kind of why I was wrong. But that last kind of penalty that they called, I was just like, I was very upset coming out of the third period, going into overtime, and then turned on overtime, and the Cats won. It was great. I was enjoying it. I was like, all right, well, here we go. Now, no matter what's happening in my life, I must watch Florida Panthers hockey.
Yep, we'll see you tomorrow at 12:30.
Oof.
No, oof. No.
It starts at 12:30 tomorrow?
12:30 tomorrow.
It started at 1.
Then at 2, it's the Heat game. And then at 6 or at 5, depending if you're heading out to watch us live at Dangerous Minds, you got Inter Miami. It's a great South Florida sports day.
It is.
And then you can have date night afterwards because everything will be over by 8:30.
Well, my girlfriend today is going to New York, so no date night.
Guys night, whichever.
Yeah, it'll be FIFA
Go
night.
look for ice cream.
This is true. I can go look for ice cream, despite the fact that I am broke as can be. However, I applied to a job yesterday that is within the same job that I am in currently. It's I guess technically it's a promotion is what it would technically be called. And I've been told that even though obviously nothing can be confirmed and processes take a while, that because of my experience and other things, there's a pretty big chance that I will get it. So it's pretty cool.
Congrats.
Thank you. I'm feeling pretty confident about it because apparently I have enough full-time experience, which I find interesting because I've only worked part-time / full-time a few summers. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool because it's a very significant change of pace, and it makes me very happy about it. But
Do you get to yell at people now?
technically, yes.
Oh, this is great.
Technically, yes, because my current
All
position
the
is
stories
like,
we will hear.
oh yeah, for sure. And I can, so the reason why I wasn't going to apply for it, I was talking to my manager about it, and where I'm currently at, I didn't want to apply for this specific position because they told me I could potentially be moved, and I'd like to a different area, and I really didn't want to be moved because where I'm currently working, I lived there like pretty much 19 years of my life until we were forced to move. My mother's a teacher, can't afford the taxes in that area. They're really, really high. Or she was a teacher because she retired. But so I've also been working there. So it's like I wanted to stay there. I feel like I know that area very, very, very well. And my current boss actually knew me as a child, so everything's cool. And then he enlightened me yesterday, and he said that he had gotten some inside information that if someone does get this position, most likely they will be putting one where we currently are. And of course, why would he want someone new when he can just say, hey, I have this guy who's been here. I know him very, very well. He's a hard worker. He deserves it. So hopefully we pull enough strings and we get enough things going so that we can get it going. And then he told me the greatest thing is, especially if I'm with him, he will make sure that nothing can possibly change regarding this show, and he will work around all of my hours as he does now. So it's very good. Very, very good. Very happy about it. So we're on the right track. But yeah, anyways.
All this because you watched the Panthers game. See what happens?
I guess that's true.
And you're not going to watch it tomorrow, really?
It's. Do you think puck's going to drop exactly at 12:30? We're thinking like 12:40.
Well, they said on TV game time starts at 12, so I'm believing 12:30 will be the puck drop around that time. What do you have at 1?
So, no, I'll be able to get there. I'll be able to start watching it probably like 1:10. I just won't be able to watch it from the start.
Bally Sports app. You can watch it all.
Yeah, but I'm not going to watch it while I'm driving. Maybe I'll have it on while I'm driving. I'll listen to it.
What are you talking about? It's the best time to watch stuff.
Because tomorrow, depending on if I wake up, that's really the biggest thing. Not for the game, for something else. Tomorrow is Bayern Munich's last game of the season. They're bidding farewell to a couple people. So, of course, I'm going to Fritz and Franz to watch the game and get very, very excited. We'll have a Bundesliga segment today as well in terms of the final game of the season, so I'm excited to talk about that. But, yeah, game starts at 9:30 there, and they really kick off at 9:30. You know, they stay to the times. So it'll probably go until like 11:30. Then they have to lift the Meisterschale, so then that'll probably last another half an hour. Then there's shots. So I'll probably be like another 10, 15 minutes. I'll probably be on my way home by like 12:30. Just put it on and listen to it while I'm driving, and then put it on my computer once I get home. I think that's a good one. Yeah, I like that. All right. Anyways, so the polls that we have for today are a little bit different. Again, like I said, I woke up, and it's because I've been trying to catch up on my sleep. So I woke up today after getting a lot of sleep yesterday and on Wednesday and everything like that, and catching up and trying to make sure that I can get everything back in order here. I woke up and I was like, okay, since I slept a lot yesterday, after watching the game, not much to talk about besides the game because I didn't plan anything out. And I started thinking to myself, I was like, wait a second, there's a lot that I can talk about that I'm very excited about, so everything's good there. But the polls that we have for today, I decided to go a little bit interesting with it. Of course, I miscalculated the amount of days because I thought that Twitter would work like my brain, and it does not. So the polls will last except for one that already ended because I didn't put the proper time. But the polls will last until pretty much, I'm going to say what the final results are from what we've seen thus far on the show in pretty much the last segment before we, head out. But they will last until tomorrow at 12:30. So by tomorrow, when the puck should drop, they will all be done. But you still have time to vote on them. And there's been some changes. There's also been some things that just have stayed the same. One big one, I guess, has changed a little bit in kind of how things are going. But looking back at them, I like how we did the polls this week. So I think we're going to continue to do that. And I appreciate it because people have been voting and they've seen, oh, this is a part of a thread. Let me go vote in some other ones. And I've seen them rise and fall on certain days. So I appreciate that as well. But what we have going for us today. So We're going to have on Ira Winterman, of course, a part of our Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat reports. That'll be coming up next. I'm excited to talk with Ira and see what we can get out of him, because he taught some hockey yesterday. Maybe we can get some hockey out of Ira again today. We'll see. But of course, we'll talk to him about the Heat's matchup and what he expects tomorrow when they play against the Bucks and those awful jerseys. We'll get his thoughts on that. That'll be in the next segment. And then 11:20, like I mentioned, we'll talk to the foodie man himself, Alex Dono, and we're going to talk about the Euros, why Germany's going to win the Euros and not Italy. And then we're also going to talk about 7-Eleven, because he says that he had a time when he was in Japan where he went to a 7-Eleven, and it was amazing. So we'll talk to him about that. But the first question I had was, since we're going to have the foodie man himself on a Foodie Friday, Alex Dono, I thought to myself, would you ever be caught dead getting food from 7-Eleven? Yes, at 66%. And no, I care about my stomach at 33%.
Oh, the yeses. I like it. Don't be scared.
Very, very interesting off of that one. But
Chili dogs are the bomb there. Oh.
Is that... I can't...
Chili cheese dogs.
Really?
Oh, with a super big gulp. Oh.
I don't know.
Or if it's a bad day, double super big gulp. Double gulp.
That's a thing?
The nacho chips. Oh.
I can't. I don't know. I like 7-Eleven. And we were arguing with Toast about this. Because, okay. For anyone that's been to Wawa, right? Wawa, technically, by definition, yes, it is a gas station. However, Wawa itself is like more than a gas station.
It's like the gas stations that have McDonald's inside the gas station.
That's a perfect example, yeah. Like Wawa, and it's not like it's like some like, oh yeah, you're making Wawa, like you're going to Wawa and the food there and it's disgusting. It's a gas station. Like, it's not gas station food. It's literally, you go in there and there's a whole actual hot place that they cook food and they store food and they do everything from drinks to like subs to like burritos and everything like that. And it's like actual good food. It's not like disgusting. And apparently their coffee is supposed to be outstanding. I have not had their coffee, but like that's supposed to be another thing. Then they have free coffee too. Like Wawa is a whole thing on its own. But that's what the question arises from, is the fact that we had the foodie man himself who's going to come on, and Alex Dono, and then also there's currently a war going on in one of my group chats between 7-Eleven and Wawa. So I was like, this is the perfect time to bring this to the front. Would you get food from 7-Eleven? And then today, and I recorded a video of it because I was getting frustrated. Probably shouldn't, considering the fact that I was driving. But someone was tailgating me today on the freaking express lane when it was a one-lane express lane. And for those of you who know, when you're in the express lane, you don't go 60 miles, even though that's the speed limit. Like, you go in the express lane, you're going like 70, 80, right? Like, that's pretty much what's happening. So I was going 80 miles on the expressway, in the express lane. Dude just tailgating me from behind. And this is the second time that this has happened in the past week, I guess, of time. Because last Tuesday or Thursday, one of those two, I had another guy who was tailgating me and trying to swerve in and out of lanes, and then proceeded to try to brake check me while going into another express lane once it opened up to 2 lanes. He proceeded to try to brake check me. Of course, my brain is smart enough to know that this dude that was tailgating me is going to try and do this to me, so I knew exactly what was going to happen. He was going to try to brake check me, and that is exactly what happened. And I broke before he even had the chance to brake check me, and then he stuck the middle finger at me. Don't know how that's my fault. You were tailgating me, but it is what it is. So since this dude was tailgating me this morning, and I was getting frustrated about it, I was like, you know what? What part of, Miami drives the worst? People with pink plates? People who have team logos on their plates? Trucks? Or, and this one's a if you know, because there's multiple variations of it, but I said 1990s Infinities. And if you know what I'm saying, it doesn't have to be an Infinity, but if you know, you know. And that's another one. There's a couple other that have been given to me that I agree with. People who have the Heat Vice plates. Funny enough, the dude that tailgated me this morning had a Miami Heat logo in the Vice colors on his plate. And it was the logo, and then it was the actual license plate number. So I love, that's just perfect. And then the other one was any car with an MDC sticker. So at least people agree with me here. If you know if you drive in Miami, you know like some of the worst drivers that you come across because some of them are just absolutely horrendous. Anyways, coming up next, after we do all this reviews and stuff like that, we're going to talk with Ira Winterman, a part of our Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Reports. Heat fans, you can catch Ira Winterman here exclusively at OnSideRadio.com with our Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Reports. You can catch him throughout the week at OnSideRadio.com. And when news breaks, basketball fans, you know Onside Radio is the place to get the insight you need.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
If you're looking for a change from the everyday restaurant, then you need to get to Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant in Pompano Beach. Brats, Wiener Schnitzel, homemade potato pancakes, pretzels with mustard, and lots of German beer. And with daily specials, there is something for everyone. If you're up for a challenge, you should take their famous boot tour. Finish 30 boots of different varieties of German beer, and you'll receive half price on their beer for life. And you'll get to take home your own boot and Checkers Old Munchin t-shirt. They also have outdoor seating available in their new beer garden with live music, as well as carry-out, curbside pickup, and delivery. So, for the finest German food and beer, get over to 2209 East Atlantic Boulevard in Pompano Beach. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Checkers Old Munchin Restaurant, or call them for reservations at 954-785-7565. That's 954-785-7565. We'll see you at Zagat-rated Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant in Pompano Beach.
If you're a Miami sports fan, then there's only one store to go to, and that's Caneswear at Miami Fanwear in Davie. They're your one-stop shop for all your Inter Miami CF, Canes, Dolphins, Panthers, and Marlins merchandise. They have hats, t-shirts, game day jerseys, and so much more. Located at 2511 South University Drive in Davie, and open 24/7 online at caneswear.com or intermiamiwear.com. Call them at 954-835-5597. Caneswear, the spot where Inter Miami and all Miami sports fans shop.
WLEN, broadcasting from a largely empty building.
And we do sports.
It's just not local. Shush, honey.
Why is the building empty?
Because whether it be budget cuts or stupid management, we fired almost everybody.
Ooh, but we still have our job live and local.
At least the building is.
We've got your sports.
South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
When protecting your family is your priority, there's nothing more important than the roof above the people you love. At Onside Radio, we recommend Chase Roofing and Contracting. At ChaseRoofing.com, they care about the customer. Chase Roofing provides reliable roof installation and repair without the destruction to our environment. Chase Roofing is powered by Tamara, who is owner and operated for 18 years. ChaseRoofing.com is Google top rated and a AAA standing with the Better Business Bureau. Open 24/7. Call them today. Trust ChaseRoofing.com to fortify and protect what's most important to you, your family.
Inter Miami fans, time to find out more about your favorite soccer team with OnSideRadio.com's IMCF Football Focus. Here's Austin Robillard.
Inter Miami are on the road again against the Chicago Fire at Soldier Field this Saturday night. It'll be Inter Miami's fourth road game this season, and in the first three, they've actually had a pretty good record of 2 wins and a draw. Chicago Fire, on the other hand, have had a disappointing season with no wins so far, and they've actually had no wins dating back to last season 6 games in. So in their last 11 games, Chicago have not won, and in their last 3 games, Chicago have not recorded a goal, while Miami is averaging over a goal and a third per match in their last 3 games. Let's see if Miami can keep up the momentum.
Keep up with the latest on La Rosa Negra by subscribing on most platforms. Search Onside Radio. It's time to talk Miami Heat with NBA insider Ira Winderman. It's the Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Report, exclusively at OnSideRadio.com. Let's go over the latest headlines locally with the Miami Heat and league-wide in the NBA with our very own Ira Winderman.
All right. Getting ready to talk with Ira Winterman, a part of our Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat Reports. Ira, I know it's not Miami Heat, I know it's not basketball, but were you watching the game last night for the Florida Panthers?
I watch them all, and as a matter of fact, I have the 2 TV setups, so when I have to cover a Heat road game from home because of the pandemic this year, I have them both on at the same time. So the one thing I just hate, and we even saw this, Kai, during the regular season for years, is how they always wind up playing at the same time. I mean, on Saturday, we're talking Panthers, probably third period at the start of the Heat game. On Monday, we're talking another head-to-head overlap almost directly the same time. It's just a shame because, I mean, even the Heat are showing it on their Twitter account, how they're showing some love to the Panthers. I think when you're a strong, active, successful, winning sports community, I think it helps all of the teams. So that's my real disappointment, is that you can't sit down and say, now I'm going to savor Panthers. Now I'm going to savor Heat. There's just too many head-to-head games. It's a shame because they're equally enjoyable, and last night certainly was special.
Yeah, I remember when that got announced that those games were going to pretty much be at the same time, and then, if there was going to be a Game 5, those would also be the same time with, like, the Heat and their game in Game 2, and then, of course, Game 5 of this first round. I remember thinking to myself, one, being, the fact that I have to watch hockey now, especially since they won, and that was the whole deal. If they won yesterday, then that meant that I have to watch hockey. So now I have to watch all the games, and I'm watching the Heat stuff. So it's a little bit annoying that they're both at the same time, because then you might miss something important, and then you have to go back, and then it's like, well, God. And it is frustrating, especially when it's 2 teams that you look at right now where one's having a miraculous season and how they've done, and it's just awesome to see the Florida Panthers doing well and people being behind them. And then the other one being the Heat, who everyone thought was going to be in the play-in game, probably wouldn't have made the playoffs. They're going to be in now, and that's another rematch of them against the Bucks. It's like 2 great series that you want to watch, and especially, I mean, even the Panthers being down 2-1, I would say besides Game 2, Game 1 and Game 3 have been outstanding to watch and so much fun. So that does suck for anyone who isn't able to.
And it really shows the difference in expectations because of the Heat's ongoing success and the Panthers trying to get back there. That I think everyone would agree if the Panthers win a first-round series, it would be considered a major breakthrough and an undeniably successful season. If the Heat only win a first-round series, I think you and I will be talking for weeks to come about potentially what went wrong and what the Heat need to have to do. So it's really interesting where the bars are set with different teams in the same market. Panthers get out of the Lightning series. What a great season. Heat struggle against the Bucks, get past, maybe don't. All of a sudden, we're looking and saying, how do the Heat restructure, rebuild, redo it? So it just shows that the